Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the USC Trojans offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual match.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Davenport. Still on his... And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already had 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Harmon. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Nittany Lions offense has its first opportunity of the day. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Saunders. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Turner. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the option. The pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. On the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Davenport. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be, and the ability to get after the QB is a big part of it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, out! Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Trojans! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. First play of the drive wants to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback is you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Johnson looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Bunch formation for these receivers. On fourth down, looking to pass. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Barrels ahead.
this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Off play action on first down. Rush is on him, trying to make magic with his feet. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
To the air, it's Davenport. Got his man in the middle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
To the air on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Going up top. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Davenport. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Memphis is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 24 over Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, yards on that one, and a first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced at a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield. It's Reynolds. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
The Nittany Lions have it with a first and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Touchdown, Penn State! Fitted in the window for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it out. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Off the play fake on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
Just drives it between the uprights. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter steps. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Gets the back moving. Johnson wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Davenport. Punch it out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harmon. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
And the Trojans will hustle to the line. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Penn State! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Davenport. quickly to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Got his man across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it at the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Clock is still running and they have to get everybody lined up. Scanning the field, it's Davenport. He wants a big play here late. Makes a grab right down the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down